somebody who suffered from this thing called mob psychology. I've always done things independently. I believe in my thoughts. I believe in my ideas and in the vision that I have. So whatever that I've been doing then, you know, everyone when we were growing up was playing soccer. I was one of the very few that was playing karate as a sport that I love, you know, because I was not.
Hello guys, good morning, guys. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing today? So let's look at what the market have for us today, guys. Let's look at what the market have for us today. Let's look at what the market have for us today. So let's start our analysis with the dollar index, guys. Let's start our analysis with the dollar index. Let's look at the dollar index, guys. So we have the dollar index on our list. Let's start our analysis from the weekly time frame. So on the dollar index on the weekly time frame, you can see we still have price on this support level. So we can't sell from this support level. We need price to come to resistance level for us to sell. Then we need this resistance for us to sell. We need this resistance for us to sell. So we can't sell from this support level. So we need price to come to a good area, which is this resistance area, for us to sell. But if price fail to hold around this resistance area and broke above it, this will trigger a fresh bullish sign. But because I'm not expecting price to hold around this resistance area because of the current market trend I have here, you can see from the current market trend, you can see we still have series of lower highs, guys. We still have this lower low, then a higher low. So long we have this series of higher lows, I'm not expecting price to hold on this resistance level. But if price hold, that is okay too. So if price hold here, we see price dropping back to the down. But if price break this level, we see price pushing more higher because of, you can see we have a strong bullish market trend on the weekly time frame. So long we have this strong bullish market trend on the weekly time frame, so we need price to, this is the level that will trigger the decision on the dollar index. This level is what to trigger the next decision. So this level is what to trigger the decision on the dollar index. That will go up or drop down. So this is the level that will trigger the next decision on the dollar index. So let's look at the daily time frame, guys. So on the daily time frame now, we can see we now have price breakout of this level. So we can see our safe level for us to sell still remain the same resistance level on the daily time frame and also on the weekly time frame. Then you can also see that our structure on the daily time frame still remain bullish. You can see that we have this lower low, then a higher low, and a higher low. So long we have this series of higher low, this remain put the dollar on a bullish momentum. This is a bullish structural momentum. We need price to close below this higher low level for us to start looking for a series of lower highs to sell. So long price still above this level, expect price to keep pushing higher, guys. Expect price to keep pushing higher, guys. Expect price to keep pushing higher. But we can't just join the buy from that level. So our decision will be hold on this area. If price can break above this area, expect a retest, then we'll start looking for more buy from this level. But if price will to break this area, expect a price to drop back to the downside, guys. So this is what I expected from the dollar index, guys. This is what I expected from the dollar index. So with this kind of market condition, we have to be very cautious, very careful. So we have to be patient, guys. We have to be patient. If in trading, if you're not patient, expect you will lose your hard-earned money, guys. If you're not patient in trading, you will for sure you will lose your hard-earned money. So I will encourage you to be patient. Be patient, guys. Be patient and wait for price to hit this our resistance level first, looking for selling opportunity. Then if price break this level, expect more buying opportunity for dollar index, guys. So this is what I'm expecting from the dollar index. Then tomorrow we have tomorrow is non-farm payroll. Okay, we'll talk about that later. So let's continue the analysis first. We'll look at the economic data together also. Let's look at the next pair, which is the pounds USD. So pounds USD on my daily time frame, we still don't have a clear structure on the pounds USD. So long we don't have a clear structure on the pounds USD, it will be very difficult to trade this pounds USD, guys. It will be difficult to trade. We need price to break below these areas for us to start looking for sells. We need price to break above for us to start looking for buys. So it will be very difficult to trade the pounds USD because of the current structure, guys. It's not that clear. So for now, we leave pounds until we get a clearer structure for trade the pounds USD. Except if you are trading the 4-hour time frames, it will also be difficult for you because the 4-hour time frame also doesn't have a clear structure for selling opportunity on pounds. Look at the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we need price to give us a series of lower highs for us to start looking for sells. So there's no that clear structure for pounds to sell on the 4-hour time frame. Even on the daily, we don't have any clear structure. So on the weekly, we don't have a clear structure. So we have to stay out of pounds for now until we get a clearer decision on the pounds USD. So let's look at next pair, which is Euro USD. You can see from the daily weekly time frame, you can clearly see that Euro USD is also a good pair to sell. Let's draw the So let me draw the resistance level I'm planning to sell from. So Euro USD is currently reacting to this resistance level, and which is also a good area to sell from. So long we have price currently on this resistance level on Euro USD, we can't buy from this area. So we cannot buy on Euro USD from this area. If you are buying around this zone, it's a trap, guys. If you want to buy, let's look at to buy around this zone, around this level. So these are the area we can buy the Euro USD from. So for now, we cannot buy Euro USD from that particular level. So we need price to drop to this area. If you want to look at for buy, we need price to drop to this level. Then we'll start looking for buy to the top. Then for selling opportunity, we need price to move to this area. Then retest. Then we'll start looking for sales. So Euro USD for now is not that clear for any decision making, guys. Euro USD for now is not that clear for any decision making. For now, let's stay out of Euro USD for buys. Stay out of buys for now. So for now, we don't have a clear decision for buys, but we have clear instruction for selling opportunities. You can see from the weekly time frame, you can see we have this higher high, then a lower high, a lower high. So this series of lower high indicates a bearish trend on Euro USD. So long we have this bearish trend on Euro USD, expect price to keep dropping, guys. Expect price to keep dropping on Euro USD. So expect price to drop. We expect price to drop with our first target. We need price to drop with our first targets of this area. Let me draw the zone. So expect price to drop to this zone area. So if price can hold above that zone, look at a buying opportunity. So our plan is to buy from this zone, expect price to drop to this level, then we'll buy from here to the top. But if price break below this zone, expect a retest, then we'll start looking for sell to this level. Then if you see price break this level, this will trigger the major sell we are looking for Euro to USD to the downside, guys. So let's look at the daily time frame of the Euro USD. So on the daily time frame, you can clearly see we still have the major structure on Euro USD on the downtrend. So long we have the major structure on the downtrend, we need price to give us a series of lower highs for us to sell. So we need price to retest to this zone. If price fail to break, buy to the top. But if price close below this level, we'll start looking for possible buy for Euro to the downside, guys. So this is what we're expecting from Euro USD, guys. So Euro USD for now is not that clear for any selling opportunity and buying opportunity. So we have to wait for clearer trend for us to sell the Euro USD, guys. So wait for clearer trend, guys, for us to sell the Euro USD. So let's look at the next pair, which is the Australia USD. So Australia USD, we have an inner structure of a bearish, which we have the higher high, then a lower high, and a lower high. So we need price to drop from this Australia USD. We need price to still push lower because we cannot buy from this resistance level. If we are to buy, we need price to come to this region for us to buy. We need price to come to this level for us to buy to the top. So on Australia USD, price still currently on a bearish and also on a resistance level. So we cannot buy from the current level of Australia USD. So we have to wait for price to give us a clear direction for us to buy the Australia USD to the downside. Wait for clearer direction, guys. Wait for clearer direction for price to give clear clue for selling opportunity. Then for the major sell, once we see price break below this level, we start looking for major sell on Australia USD. Then the major structure on Australia USD remain bullish. You can see we have space of higher lows, guys. But we expect price to break this level for a strong bearish trend on Australia USD. Let's look at the daily time for Australia USD. On the daily time frame, let's see we have a series of higher low, and higher low. So we need price to break below this area. We test, then start looking for sales opportunity on Australia USD. So let's look at our next pair, which is the USD GPY. So USD GPY, we expect price to buy back to this region. On USD GPY, you can see from the weekly time frame, see have a series of higher low. So long we have this series of higher low, this is a bullish trend for USD GPY. So we have to look at a buying opportunity from USD GPY, guys. Look at a buying opportunity from USD GPY because we see a series of higher low. So look at for more buying opportunity from the USD GPY. Look at for more buying opportunity on USD GPY, guys. So look at more buying opportunity from USD GPY, guys. So this is what we're expecting from USD GPY. So let's look at the daily time frame of USD GPY. So we can't jump in like this. We need price to give us a series of higher low for us to start looking for buys. So we need price to give us a series of higher low. Then we'll start looking for buy to this resistance level on USD GPY. The break of this resistance triggered more buy on the USD GPY, guys. So this is what I'm expecting from USD GPY, guys. This is what I'm expecting from the USD GPY. So let's look at the next pair. So let's look at gold USD. So on gold, I'll be expecting price to hit this level for me to start looking for possible selling opportunity. So long price is currently on this resistance level on gold. I'm expecting price to drop back to the downside. I expect more sales on gold to this resistance level. This level will be my target on gold sell, guys. So I'll be waiting for price to close on the resistance level for me to start looking for selling opportunity on gold. Because on gold, you can see we have a series of lower highs. So expect more sell from gold, guys. Expect price to drop from gold on the weekly time frame, guys. So let's look at the daily time frame on gold. So long we have this very structure on gold, let's look at the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame now, we need price to create series of lower highs for us to sell gold to the downside, guys. We need series of lower highs for us to sell gold to the downside. So expect price to still drop on gold, guys. So the current level we are now on gold is just a retest of that zone. So I will advise you to caution about gold now. So wait for price to give us a series of lower highs for us to sell the gold to the downside. If you look at the major structure of gold USD, we notice we see have a series of lower highs on the major structure. For a strong bullish on gold, we need price to take out this high, then expect a retest, then start looking for more buy for gold to the top, guys. So this is what we're expecting from gold, guys. This is what we're expecting from gold. So expect more buy from this level to the top on the gold USD. So we can't trade against the market trend. So we need to follow the market trend direction for us to get a better result from the gold USD. So let's look at our next pair. Let's look at the next pair, guys. So before we look at the next pair, so I'll be right back. Guys. Let me just pick something. I'll be right back. So I'm back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. So let's look at the BTC USD. So BTC USD, you can see from my daily time frame. Let's start our analysis from the weekly time frame. So on BTC USD, we see our price on these support areas. See our price on these support areas. So these support areas are not areas we have to buy to sell from. So these areas are not areas we have to sell from, guys. So selling from these areas are all risk, are all trapped, guys. So these areas are all trapped to sell the BTC from. So if you are selling the BTC from this area, you are risking your hard-earned money. We know we have price still creating series of lower highs. We have higher high, lower high, lower high, and a lower high. So for us to sell BTC, we need BTC price to come to this resistance for us to sell to the down. So until you see price on this level, avoid BTC for sales. So until you see price on this level, avoid BTC for sales. So we wait patiently for price to get to that resistance level for start looking for selling opportunity on BTC. So let's look at the next pair, which is the USD card. So USD card still remain bullish on my daily time frame. You can see we have this lower low and a higher low. Then we have price creating on that level of higher low. So I'm expecting price currently on a resistance zone now. Price currently on this support zone. So we need price to hit this level. So we need price to hit this level for any further stuff. We need price to hit this level for then start looking for buy to the top. So long you have this series of lower highs. So let's look at the daily time frame of the USD card. So I'm planning to also trade this USD card. Let's look at the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, now you can see we have a series of lower highs on the daily time frame. So long we have this series of lower highs, we see expect price to drop to test this zone, but I can't sell from this zone. I'm expecting price to give me a series of higher low for me to start looking for buy on card USD. So I can only buy the card USD. I can't sell. From this level. So I'm expecting price to break out of this high. So what I'm expecting from the card USD now, this week or next week, I'm expecting price to take out this high. So once I see price take out this high, I'll start looking for possible buy from this level to the top. So this is what I expected from the card USD. So I can't sell from this current level now. So I'm still looking for more buy if we see a bullish movement on the card USD. So this is what I'm expecting from the card USD, guys. Let's look at the next pair, which is the US30. So US30 on my daily time frame, you can clearly see that. Let's look at the weekly time frame. You can clearly see that we have a bullish structure on the weekly time frame. If you've been following my analysis, I said I expect price to hit this level for us to start looking for more buy on US30. And you can clearly see that price that hit this particular support level, which is the previous resistance, and price buy from that level. So that is why I want you to always stick to my analysis and always attend my live section for you to get current update as well on what's happening on US30 and other forex pairs. So what are we expecting now on US30? So now we need price to close above this area. Once we see price close above this level, we expect a retracement back to this area for us to join the buy to the top again. Because you can see from the US30, you can see we have the series of higher low, higher low, higher low. So long we have this bullish trend, expect more of the buy from the US30. So let's go to the daily time frame, guys. So on my daily time frame, let's go to daily time frame. On my daily time frame, we need price to hit this level and give us a series of higher low for us to buy to join the USD card to the US30 to the top. So this is what we're expecting from the US30, guys. This is what we're expecting from US30. So we have to be patient and wait for price to hit that particular level. So let's look at the next pair, which is the USD CHF. So USD CHF on my daily time frame, you can clearly see that on the USD CHF, let's look at the weekly time frame. You can clearly see that on the USD CHF on the weekly time frame, we have strong bullish trend on USD CHF, which is we have this lower low, then a higher low, and higher low, then higher low. So this series of higher low indicate a bullish trend on the USD CHF. So long we have this bullish trend, all we need from the USD CHF now, we have to this level is our area of interest. So long we have this area of interest on USD CHF, I'm still expecting more buys from USD share from this level. So I'm expecting more buy from this level on USD share, guys. So expect price to buy to the top because of we have a series of higher low and price currently on our area of interest. Expect price to buy to the top, and my target, this level is my target. I'm targeting on USD share. So I'm expecting price to buy to the top on USD share. So expect price to buy to this resistance level on USD share, guys. Let's look at the daily time frame of USD share. So on the daily time frame, you can clearly see that we still have a bullish structure on USD share, which is a series of higher low, then higher low. For us to sell USD share, we need price below this level to give us a series of higher low for us to series of lower highs for us to sell. But currently we still have a series of higher low, guys. So long you have this series of higher lows, we expect more buy, which is we expect the price to settle from this level today. Then we'll start looking for buy to the top on USD share. So this tonight, I'm expecting a bullish confirmation candle from this level for me to join the buy on USD share to the top with my first target at this area. So this is what I'm expecting from the USD share, guys. So this is what I'm expecting from USD share. So expect more buys from USD share, guys. Expect more buys from the USD share. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. So I bought the USD share early this morning around this area. I'm currently in profit on USD share. Let me show you my profit. Let me show you guys my profit. I'm currently in profit on USD share, but I'm placing this trade to hold for a period of 3 weeks. You can see I'm currently in. Let me show you guys. I'm currently in 40. So I'm currently in $46 profit. I see I'm currently in $46 profit on USD share. I see $46 profit on USD share. So I'm expecting to hold this trade for a period of 3 weeks. So 2 to 3 weeks. That's what I plan to hold this trade. This is very long. This is a swing trade. So that's why I go for early entries and a lower risk. So you can see I go for a lower risk on this level. So this level is a very low risk level. I'm currently risking 20 pips from this level for me to make 1:10 on this particular trade. I'm setting a 1:10 to 1:15 on this particular trade because my target is still the monthly target, which is the monthly target. Let me go and plot the weekly target. Sorry. So my target is the weekly target. So my target still remain this level. So my target still remain this resistance level. So I'm setting price to buy to this resistance level, which is I'm currently in profit. Let me calculate the ratio. So it's almost about 1 ratio. Let's calculate the ratio. So it might give us so this is what I'm targeting on the USD shape. So it's almost about let me use the math. So we are risking 20 almost. So it's almost 1 to 15, guys. 1 to 15. Almost 1 to 15, guys. So this is my target on USD shape. So this might take up to like this trade might take up to 3 weeks. Might take up to 3 weeks for price to hit that target. So I'm patiently waiting for the target to hit. So the price trade just started. So I'm also expecting another entry level around this area. If I see a bullish candlestick around this area, I'll be adding my second position. So once I see the bullish engulfing candlestick tonight, I'll be adding my second position on USD CHF, guys. So this is what I expected from USD CHF. So our only pair we are trading now is the USD CHF. So expect more buys from USD CHF with our target on this weekly level. So expect more buys from USD CHF. Expect more buy, guys, from USD CHF. So if you're joining us, please do it to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. If you're joining us, please do it to like and subscribe to the channel. So expect more buys from USD CHF, guys. If you're joining us, please do it to like and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe to the channel, guys. If you're joining us, please do it to like and subscribe to the channel, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, guys. So I made a mistake. I don't know, my mic was off, so I will have to restart the live. I made a mistake, so I have to restart this live, guys. I have to restart the live. I just want this. I want the live to be short, so I'll restart the live and start again.